Jesus, what the hell happened? Jesus, what the hell's going on, man? Fuck, now I have to start from scratch again. I'm gonna have to put all these videos out again. This is crazy. So, I appreciate all my supporters. I do. My phone's malfunctioning. I keep hitting speed bumps and have to keep starting over. But the reason I send the videos to everybody, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, when you respond to the videos in the DMs, it does nothing for the videos. When you like them and send me a DM back, it does nothing for the videos. The reason I'm sending them to you is so you don't have to search for my content, so you don't have to go to my page and look for my content. I send them right to everybody that I know that would possibly engage in my content, and I do that so it's so much easier. All you have to do is just hit on the post or video that I send you, like and comment real quick. That literally takes about 30 seconds to a minute tops. If you want to watch the video, and make sure they're no more than 3 minutes usually, those are the ones on Instagram. The ones on YouTube are full videos. If you want to read the post, it usually gives an outline of the video. That way you can comment on it without having to watch the whole video, and you'll basically be commenting on the content of the video. If everybody were to do that, it would get me so many more views, and it pushes my content out to the type of people that watch the type of content that I put out. And the whole point of that is so it gets me more engagement from those type of people that I don't know, but watch. There is an audience for this type of content, and those are the type of people that engage in this content, you know, without knowing people, and that's the things that will get me more views and push it out to even more people, and that's how people get big on social media, is from locals and from people they know, supporting. And I do have a lot of supporters, and I'm grateful for every one of you, but that's why I'm bombarding people with posts and reels and videos, and no, I apologize. If you want me to stop, I'll stop. If anybody doesn't want me to send them, I'll take you off the list, because there's a list, like I said, of people that I know, trust, and feel like I would do the same for them. If they were doing something they were passionate, and they asked for some support, I would give the support right back. So that's the whole idea there. That's why I send the posts and the videos. So anytime somebody likes it, like I said, in the DM, it does nothing but just say, hey, I'm just liking this. It shows me really that you're not going on the post, and kind of doing what I asked. It really only takes 30 seconds, especially if you go into the DM. That shows that you're right there. All you got to do is hit on the post, hit like, hit a couple emojis, or just comment, I'm supporting you, John. That's it. Then I'll respond to it. So that's 2 comments right there, because I respond to everybody. I respond to every comment. So thank you very much for everybody that does do that, kind of gets it, knows how the algorithm works. That's called the social media algorithm, and that's how it works. The more likes, comments, and shares you get you more views, and more views get you more people that are likely to do the same thing, like, comment, and share, and it's like a circle, you know what I mean? So I just want to tell a quick story, because I'm trying to keep people out of making bad choices and bad decisions, and I don't want to glorify it. I know sometimes it looks like I'm glorifying prison, so I want to tell a story of one of the worst things I've seen. This happened in Walpole, and Walpole was level 6. It's not the worst thing I've seen, because I did see somebody get killed, and Susan Baranowski was the last murder, and state prison. I've seen the guy's face get kicked inside out. Basically, his face, pieces of his face were basically down his throat. So that's the worst thing I've ever seen. I seen the outcome of that. I didn't see inside the cell. I seen when they took him out, and they were pretending they were still trying to bring him to life, but he was already dead, and everybody knew it. But I'll tell you, cell thieves are one of the worst things you could be in prison. And there was this kid, he was a Latin kid, but he was kind of on the outs with him, because he was kind of a shitbag. His name was Will Brown. He was from Springfield. And he had cell thieved from an older gentleman, an older black guy from Boston. And everybody knew it. He had stole some, they were selling these strawberry cookies, the deluxe duplex, strawberry duplex cookies, and he stole some from a black guy who was running a store. And a couple dudes from Boston that were really fucking tough kids. Kid Chance, if guys remember Chance, kid from Boston, he was a real good friend of mine, real good fucking dude. Him in studio, kid DJ, said, nah, it ain't going down like that. We're gonna straighten this shit out, right? So I was in 3 block, in the old Walpole, level 6 Walpole, and they moved on Will. They started moving on him on the 2nd tier. And so when they swerved on him, he tried to take off. And he tried to climb. He tried to climb off the tier. Fucking Jesus. Sorry, I just missed the red light. He tried to climb off the tier like an idiot. And he did kind of make it off. And when he was trying to hang and jump, he took a kick to the face. And when he took a kick to the face, so he was like this, hanging. But his head was still above the ledge. When he took a kick to the face, his chin hit the ledge. And it twisted him. So when he came down on the flats, on the bottom tier, he came down on his head. So he landed on his fucking head. So when he came down, he was half knocked out. Like he was done already anyways. And they decided they weren't done with him. And I was locked in. I remember I was on AA because I had got caught cutting my cell apart, trying to make knives out of the cell. And they put me in the one cell. There was one cell on the bottom tier that had nothing in it. It had no, we say furniture, but it wasn't furniture. It had no table. All the tables were made out of metal. But it had nothing in it. Everything was taken out. So you couldn't cut nothing. It was like a cell that was impossible to cut. So I was in that cell, and he fell right in front of my cell. And like his head had already opened up. And they ran down the stairs and caught him down there. And he was unable to defend himself at that point. And they came down and still started beating him. Chance hit him with a couple fucking shots. And DJ started laying the boost to him. And the kid's head opened up, and there was shit coming out of his head I'd never seen before. And it got to the point where they had to grab studio off him. But it was one of the worst beatings. It was, yeah, besides the murder in the state I seen Billy the Jew in after he got killed, because he was obviously dead for 2 hours before they found him. That shit that was coming out of his head was not normal, and I know to this day that Will Brown's not the same. All over a decision to steal some cookies from a guy that was really defenseless, and stealing from a guy in prison. This is one of the worst things you could do. You can go take something from a guy when he's there, but stealing when someone's not there is one of the worst things you could do. Being a cell thief is one of the worst things you could do in prison. You know, it's like almost being a rat in a Skinner. And he got handled for it. And that's the type of things you see, and that's the type of things that happen in prison. So it's not the type of place that you want to go if you're a youngster and you're the type of person that doesn't know how to keep your hands to yourself. So listen and word to the wise, right? Guys and gals, having a family, working, doing the right thing is the way to go, okay? Drugs, committing crimes, it's just not good choices. I'm going to meet somebody in Assembly Row right now. I don't know where Shake Shack is, but everybody have a great day. I'm glad you were here. Please smash that like button if you can. If I send you a video, just please do your best to engage. I really need it so I can